Here are my top 15 quarterbacks in the NFL. Since nobody can do an accurate top 15 list, here is my top 15 list. Coming at number 16, I have Sam Darnold as the Seattle Seahawks. Played very well down the stretch of the playoffs, led the Seattle Seahawks to the Super Bowl. And that's why he's coming out number 16 for me. Number 15, I have Trevor Lawrence. I think Trevor Lawrence came off an absolute franchise caliber season for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'd rather just have the 14 guys I have above him in a playoff game. Coming at number 14, I have Brock Purdy. Was very, very good down the stretch of the regular season. That's why he checks in at number 14 for me. Number 13, I have Jaden Daniels. Came off a very injury-riddled season last year. Hopefully he'll be on the field next season. A lot more consistency as availability. But to me, Jaden Daniels is a fringe top 10 guy. We saw what he can do when he's healthy on the field. Very dynamic. That's why he's at number 13. Number 12, I have Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback. Let's not mistake it. He has one of the most efficient deep balls in the league. Is a very, very good quarterback. Can lead you to the Super Bowl. That's why to me he's about in the same outside range of top 10 of quarterbacks. Coming at number 11, I have Caleb Williams. I think Caleb Williams is right in that 11 range, not top 5 just yet. Needs to improve more consistency on downfield accuracy as he sailed a bunch of receivers last year, and as well had a little more hardness and touch. We need more touch on his passes, but when he's out there, he's very dynamic, very, very good quarterback. Escape artist, one of the best escape artists in the NFL, and he made highlight reel after highlight reel of throws last year. Number 10, I have Jared Goff. I think Jared Goff is a top 10 quarterback, had top 10 numbers last year when everything went wrong for the Lions. Was the offensive line. The running game was not as good last year. I think Jared Goff was the highlight of that Lions offense. That's why he's at top 10 quarterback for me. Number 9, I have Drake May. I think Drake May, he wasn't that great against good defenses. I think his year was a bit overrated. Was very good against bad defenses, not good against good defenses, but he still had an MVP caliber season last year. I do believe with a better Patriots offense, he will be in the upper echelon of the top 5 quarterbacks. He's not there yet right now. Number 8, I have Justin Herbert. I think Justin Herbert is a top 10 skill trait, top 10 talent of quarterbacks, but he has no clutch gene. Still has no playoff wins as a quarterback in the NFL. 6 years in the league, but with Mike McDaniel calling plays, with a better offensive scheme and his 2 tackles back next year, I think Justin Herbert can have an absolute career year next year. Coming at number 7, I have Dak Prescott. Prescott has always been to me a top 10 quarterback. Not getting youthful, not getting younger, but he's always been the engine of very good Cowboys offenses when he's on the field. Very, 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 very good of an offensive engine for the Cowboys offense, and he's a very good quarterback. That's why, to me, he's number 7. Hopefully the defenses for the Cowboys will be better so the Cowboys can be in the playoffs in the following years. Coming at number 6, I have Jordan Love. Jordan Love, yes, it's a bit of a shocker, but Jordan Love, to me, is a top 6 guy. I think he can be a fringe top 5 guy with his arm talent, his arm traits, his skill set. Is in one of the best passing scheme offenses in the NFL behind Mike LaFleur calling plays. Just to me, I think the Packers need a solidified number 1 receiver for Jordan Love to even put him even more in the upper echelon of the top guys in the NFL. But I do believe that his arm trait and his skill set is a top 6 guy to me, and I would love to. A lot of teams would love to have him as a franchise quarterback. Number 5, I have Matthew Stafford. I think he's pretty indisputable as a top 5 quarterback in the league, coming off an MVP season and probably the best roster of his career this season. I think he'll have another top 5 season. Coming at number 4, I have Joe Burrow. I think Burrow is one of the best, probably if not the best pocket passer in the league. Very elite of a pocket passer. You just hope that he is a more consistent with his availability coming into next season as he leads the best passing attack in the NFL with the Bengals, with him, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase. And hopefully the Bengals, he said himself, this is the best roster that he's ever had in his career. Hopefully the Bengals are back in the playoffs after missing the past 3 years. Coming in at number 3, I have Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, to me, still is the best improvising quarterback in the NFL when he's out there. His number one title has been taken away. His numbers have been down the past 3 years, but let's look at what's happened. They have no run game. Receivers have been in and out of the lineup the past few years. He's had multiple left tackles the past 5 years, and he's coming off a torn ACL. We don't know what he's going to look like, but Mahomes, to me, is still very, very good of an elite quarterback, the best improvising quarterback in the league. Without Patrick Mahomes, where would the Chiefs be the past 2 to 3 years? That's why Mahomes, to me, still is number 3. Hopefully with Kenneth Walker and more receivers in that mix, Mahomes will return back to number 1. Coming in number 2, I have Josh Allen. Josh Allen, to me, still, if there's no other way that Josh Allen isn't a top 2 quarterback in the NFL, he is one of the most dynamic players, dual threat quarterbacks, the most rushing touchdowns ever by a quarterback, has a rocket of an arm. Hopefully he will lead the Bills to the Super Bowl, hopefully in the future, but he's not getting younger. Number 1 to me still is Lamar Jackson. I still have Lamar Jackson as my number 1 quarterback. He is the best dual threat quarterback that we have ever seen, in my opinion, and he was not healthy last year. A lot of us know that. We all saw that. When Lamar Jackson is healthy, he is the best quarterback in the NFL, has had multiple MVP seasons, an MVP season that was robbed of him in 2024. In 2025, we know that he was not healthy, and when he's on the floor, when he's on the field, he is as dynamic as he can be. And I think this season, with a better coach, better defensive team, a healthier offense, and a new system, a Ben Johnson type of system with Declan Doyle calling plays, I think Lamar Jackson has an MVP caliber season next year, once again. And those are my top 15 quarterbacks. You guys let me know if I made a mistake. If you have questions, comment down below if I was wrong, if the list was valid, invalid. But thank you for listening to my top 15 quarterbacks.